Is Tamra Judge, star of RHOC, in need of an emotional makeover? Fans don't seem to believe she did it correctly after she had some work done on herself. Instead, she ought to have considered working on the inside instead of the outside. What exactly did the mother of four's followers think of the operations she underwent? Does Tamra Judge of RHOC need an emotional makeover? The show changed after Tamra Judge was let go from RHOC. Fans either adored or detested her when she returned for season 17. They largely disapproved of her treatment of her co-stars, but there was no middle ground. She is aware of her ability to be cruel and her sharp tongue. Tamra and Shannon Beador, her former best friend, are not getting along this season. Additionally, Tamra has made amends with Alexis Bellino, a former cast member of the show, who is currently engaged to Shannon's ex-boyfriend John Jansen. Although this has given her a very negative image, Tamra is aware that viewers hate her. She recently revealed that she would be getting some cosmetic surgery. She has already had a facelift, nose job, and a few breast reductions and augmentations. Tamra now looks somewhat like Shrek after choosing to have a blue chemical peel, a TO2 laser, and a brow lift. Although she still has some time to recover, her fans weren't very supportive after witnessing this. They said Tamra ought to have addressed her internal issues and halted the surgery to improve her external appearance. The inside must be fixed before the outside. If the interior is ugly and resentful, the outside is irrelevant. You are disgusting, and we don't care. Your arms look like cottage cheese, so perhaps you should have him do some work on them. Take a look at the confessional from the prior episode and the most recent one. Getting old with grace along with advice to improve Tamra Judge's inner beauty. There were also remarks to halt the work. Many found it hard to comprehend her refusal to age gracefully. Damn, you have so much on your face. Why don't we age gracefully already? Why must you do all of that? Why do you all continue to play with your faces? I don't understand. Why are you unable to age gracefully? Ultimately, it doesn't matter if this is what brings Tamra joy. Jenna Kirschenheiter, her co-star, hinted on TikTok that the reunion is imminent. She probably wants to appear well for it. Before the big day, hopefully, she will achieve the outcome she desires. Do you believe Tamra's internal issues require more attention than her external ones? Tell us and tune in to Bravo's RHOC Thursdays. Tamra Judge has never been one to shy away from the camera or the drama. As one of the Real Housewives of Orange County's most iconic and outspoken cast members, she's flipped tables, fought frenemies, and delivered countless meme-worthy one-liners. But behind the sharp wit and sculpted cheekbones, Tamra may be facing her most surprising battle yet, emotional burnout. In a candid confession during the latest season's midpoint sit-down interview, Tamra cracked open a layer rarely seen on Bravo. One that has nothing to do with Botox, fillers, or fitness. I think I need an emotional facelift, she said, her voice unusually soft. Not my face, my soul. My heart. The room went quiet. Tamra, always tough, always in control, had just admitted what longtime fans had begun to suspect. The real wounds weren't on the surface. A season of confrontations. This season, Tamra has found herself embroiled in one conflict after another. From reigniting old feuds with Shannon Beador to tense moments with Heather Dubrow, it's been a battleground of shifting alliances and sharp tongues. But off-camera, insiders say Tamra is struggling to keep up the emotional armor that's defined her reality TV persona. She's exhausted, a close production source revealed. Tamra's always been the one to stir the pot, but this time, the pot boiled over, and she got burned. For years, Tamra prided herself on being a master of the comeback. Whether she was launching her fitness brand or handling a messy divorce, she did it with muscle and mascara. But now, she's hinting that the cracks are deeper than any fans ever guessed. Shadows of the past. Part of what's haunting Tamra this season is unresolved grief. Viewers will remember the emotional strain she endured when her ex-husband Simon Barney was diagnosed with throat cancer. Though the two had a tumultuous relationship, his illness brought Tamra face to face with her emotional limits. "I never really dealt with it," Tamra admitted in a confessional. "I just kept going, filming, working out, being strong. But inside, I was crumbling, and now, it's all bubbling up again." Friends close to the star say her tough exterior has always been a defense mechanism, a way to shield herself from past trauma, heartbreak, and the pressures of being the one who never breaks. "She's had to be so many things for everyone else," said a longtime castmate. "Mom, wife, fighter, fitness queen, but nobody ever asked what she needs." Tamra 2.0 or not? In the world of housewives, reinvention is part of the game. New hair, new man, new catchphrase, anything to stay fresh. But Tamra's declaration about needing an emotional facelift suggests she's craving something deeper than surface-level change. "I feel like I've done every kind of glow-up there is," she said on camera. "But emotionally, I'm still stuck in, like 2010. The remark stunned fans and even fellow cast members, some of whom rallied behind Tamra in a rare show of vulnerability. Emily Simpson, once a sparring partner, said in a confessional, "Maybe Tamra doesn't need to fight us anymore. Maybe she just needs to feel something for once." Therapy or PR spin? As Tamra's storyline evolves, Bravo viewers are divided. Is this a genuine turning point for the RHOC star, or just another angle to stay relevant? One skeptical fan tweeted, "Emotional facelift? Sounds like another way to sell a self-help book or skincare line." But others were more sympathetic. "Tamra's finally letting her guard down. This is the realest she's ever been." Tamra herself has hinted at exploring therapy, even filming a tearful scene during a private counseling session. "It's weird," she said. "I've helped reshape my body, but now I have to reshape my mind, and that's scarier." What does an emotional facelift look like? Tamra described her idea of an emotional facelift as less about transformation and more about recentering. "I want to lift the weight off my chest. I want to smooth out the rough patches in my relationships. I want to brighten my spirit." She mentioned her kids, particularly daughter Sophia, as a major motivator. "She said to me the other day, 'Mom, you're always yelling. Are you okay?' That hit me like a truck. I don't want to be that mom anymore." Tamra also spoke about her husband, Eddie, whose calm and measured demeanor has long been a contrast to her fire. "He's always telling me to slow down, to breathe. Maybe I should start listening." A new arc in the making? Bravo producers are reportedly intrigued by the unexpected depth this storyline is bringing to the show. "We didn't see it coming," said one behind-the-scenes source. Tamra showing vulnerability, it's groundbreaking for her and for the franchise. Fans are already speculating whether this emotional evolution could set the stage for a redemption arc, or even a rebrand. "Tamra Zen era incoming," joked one Reddit user. Another quipped, "Will we see her in yoga pants and crystals next season?" Facing the future. In the final moments of the mid-season trailer, Tamra is seen sitting by the ocean, alone, staring at the waves. She says quietly, "I flipped tables, I flipped friends, but now I think it's time to flip the script." That line, raw and poetic, stuck with viewers. Maybe Tamra Judge doesn't need to fight her way through the RHOC trenches anymore. Maybe what she needs, what we all need sometimes, is space to breathe, to break down, and to build back up. An emotional facelift? It might be just what the doctor ordered. But for Tamra Judge, it could also be the most courageous makeover of her life.